When the Titan Lords fell, a new age of might came to Sedaria. An age defined by one simple decree. That whoever was the strongest in Sedaria, enough to slay its previous ruler, would hold dominion over the land. And so it was, for thousands of years. And so it is, yet today. Aloysius, the Mad King of Sedaria, now rules these lands. Over the last 10 years, he has spread his influence. Using cruel hobgoblins and gnolls as soldiers, the land of Sedaria quakes, torn apart by his frenzied greed for the power it holds within. For Sedaria is a lost land, a land of riches unclaimed, of legends untold, of power unseen. A beautiful, vast, and deadly land. It calls to the bold, to the clever, to the daring, to any who would dare its shores seeking adventure. It calls to Megan, the war-forged paladin. It calls to Nyx, the half-elf warlock. It calls to Nizip, the dragon-born rogue. It calls to Tig, the kobold bard. It calls to Zidane, the wood elf ranger. It calls to Trill, the Aarakocra druid. And to those it calls, Sedaria offers welcome. The wilds are not easy, and not kind. But they shall give a tale to remember. For this is the land of limitless adventure. This is the legend of the Wildlands.
Hello and welcome to D6 Tricks, Legend of the Wildlands. As usual, I am your host, Alex. Hello, hello. And with me are my lovely, lovely players, one of which, I'll let you guess who, forgot we teleported to another tower and was about to teleport right back to that same tower. We have Anne.
Y'all have one guess on who it is.
We have Atwas.
And the first guess doesn't count.
We have Juno.
You guys are mean.
We have Professor Moore.
Take a guess.
And we have Queen.
I plead my right to remain silent.
Toonwolf, unfortunately, cannot join us tonight. He's busy. But, that means we can eliminate Toonwolf from the suspects list. Ponder this mystery! So, speaking of things we did last time that we may or may not have forgotten, here's the last time recap. So, last time our heroes did some more shopping and looking around for rumors and whatnot at the Great Dam of Aguela. Most tragically, however, they could not find Sir Dario the Fierce, the goodest of boys.
Tragic.
The most tragic. While they were there, however, they learned from the merchant, the Count Petronio, who sold musical instruments, that he had an extra merchant ring, but needed a favor to be done before he would give it. Specifically, to visit someone named the Jack of Brambles up in the northern Fey Woods, and tell him to stop partying every day, all night, because he was annoyed by the noise. The closest tower to teleport over would be to the Wildlands, plus it was a new tower, so our heroes started heading that way, and on the way there, they encountered giant crabs, including a majestic samurai crab that fought with dual longswords. It surrendered after an honorable duel with Megan, and was thereafter slaughtered by Nizip. Another tragedy, but not as tragic as not finding the goodest of boys. A goblin then tried to steal some food from the cart, and was scared off after 2 separate attempts. They then entered the wildlands of Sedaria, where they quickly found that, oh no, there's dinosaurs, and they met the big one, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, first, quickly fleeing into the night rather than facing giant dinosaur. Passing by some more evidence of dinosaurs and other huge prehistoric creatures, our heroes then arrived at the Wildlands Tower, where they would find it was occupied by an elf named Dryden, who worked for the Wildlife Administration Center, basically as a game warden, making sure poachers didn't try poaching any dinosaurs, or if they did, that the poachers ended up dead at the tiny, tiny hands of dinosaurs. He shared some information about the surrounding area, including that he was a friend of Belspira's and she had visited him quite recently, and then allowed the heroes to activate the tower and be on their way. They climbed down the tower and realized, we should probably use that to teleport to another tower. And after some shenanigans trying to cheat their way back up, with Dryden deciding to be very unhelpful, they finally went into the tower, solved the puzzles, and got back up to the top. And after condescending, so how'd it go, from Dryden, teleported back over to the northern Fey Woods, where they are now looking for the Jack of Brambles. And it is here we resume our adventure.
Da 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 da.
Okay.
Right, I believe. Let me check my background real quick. And the wood pretty.
It is, it's the middle of the afternoon, so bioluminescence is still happening.
Okay,
Let's
I
get
wanted
some
to see
Jack
if I
Bramble.
Mhm.
Yeah. I wanted to see if I had a feature from my background. The only one I think would really help right now is friendly Fey creatures are inclined to come to your aid if you are lost or need help in the Feywild. So we're not technically there, but we're on the border of it, so
You're on the border, yeah.
right. Let's go see if there's any clues about, or if there's anyone about who could help us.
All right, gang, let's split up and look for clues.
Oh, okay, Daphne.
I'll go with Daffy back to the mystery machine. Shaggy, Scooby, you go into the decrepit old mine. Velma,
think
I
we
don't
should
know.
step far. We should step far away from the mystery caravan.
Anyways, what's our course of action, folks?
Did we get any specific clue on where the Jack of Brambles could be besides the Northern Feywood?
You did not.
Okay. I guess we look for brambles and see if there's any sort of gateway there.
Time to search some hexes, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, which ones have we not checked? Okay, this one. Okay, that's a lot of hexes we gotta check. All right. Okay, well, we got our work cut out for us if we're looking for this Jack of Brambles fellow. I guess we could start with the closest one that we haven't explored yet. So,
Yeah.
northwest.
Northwest, I will say, though, you haven't explored it, but you do know what's there. That is the unicorn territory.
All right, let's not go there. The territorial unicorn territory, if I remember correctly. Let's maybe not. Okay.
Have we done north? So we
Maybe
haven't done northeast. We haven't done
northwest.
northwest.
Northeast? Okay, we can do northeast.
You did northeast.
Oh yeah, that's the
Oh
ruins,
yeah, that's
right?
the ruins.
That's the ruins.
Northwest. Maybe let's head over to this one first.
Would that still be in the Feywood though?
Yes.
Oh, then yeah, absolutely.
Anything between the river and the mountains is going to be Feywood.
I
Good.
assume that the wood in the place where they say the Feywood is part of the Feywood.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Okay. Well, northwest it is.
All right. You climb down the tower and start making your way northwest. You get further into the Fey woods of the north than most travelers get, having traveled these woods before and knowing kind of where you're going. But you did technically start this adventure in the middle of the afternoon, so you go for about 3 hours or so before the sun sets. More bioluminescent blue and purple plants bloom, release some spores into the air, and it is dusk.
Nice.
All right, let's set up camp.
All right. Usual watch suspects, I presume?
Yep, I'll take it. Just
Okay.
I'll take up last.
okay. Let me just really quickly find where things are. There we are. These dice are loud.
I'm not hearing the dice!
Yeah, I'm hearing it.
I'm hearing it.
Huh. Everyone but me is hearing the dice. Wow.
Weird.
Very weird.
It's the audio settings.
Interesting.
My interface settings are like at 63%. Anyways, there's my perception roll.
Alrighty. Just need to check something real quick. Don't worry
Then the
about
unicorn
it. It's
came
fine.
and gored everybody.
Don't worry about it. You're fine. Alright. You're on the watch for any unicorn or angry druid activity. You don't notice anything of that sort anywhere near the camp. You are well off the path that would lead into unicorn territory, so you think, unicorn-wise, you're safe.
Unicorn-wise?
I feel like there's a butt there.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, second watch.
That second watch is problem to worry about.
Yeah, speaking of which, take it. There we go.
Let's go.
Alright. 23. During your watch, you hear a pretty familiar sound. The rhythmic stomping feet of a bunch of armor-clad figures heading northwest from you.
Oh, apparently I have a bunch of dogs outside, dogs nearby as well. I hear them barking in the distance.
You are fairly close to where you met the dogs, so...
No, I say that because I hear dogs barking outside, so...
I was trying to make it a
Wasn't sure
joke,
if it was
okay?
Yeah, fair enough.
Faye rolled up to the window like, let me in!
Let me in!
Come back, friend! Come back! Anyways.
Alright. Rhythmic stomping feet, a platoon of some sort, heading northwest from what you can hear, coming pretty close to camp.
Good to know. I probably just go up into a tree and try to see if I can get a better look while trying to be stealthy.
Alright, make me a stealth check then.
Of course. Oof!
Oh,
Oh no!
Let's fucking go.
Let's freaking go!
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to give you the
Use all of
inspiration
our-
pool back. Hang on.
Yeah, where's our inspiration
Oh.
pool?
That'd be nice.
Oh no, did it reset?
It
consider
did
it.
not reset your information pool. Inspiration pool,
inspiration?
rather. I just
Inspiration.
forgot to make a new one. There we go.
Okay.
Alright.
Would you like to use an inspiration die or take the L?
The pressure.
We have 4.
We do have 4. I will ask to use inspiration.
Granted.
Die on this. Yes.
Watch you roll a 1 again.
I don't.
Don't!
No.
Don't you tempt the
Really
dice gods
funny.
like that!
The dice was like, oh, maybe. Now will be nice. Just like, Juno, we were close. We were close. I would strangle. I would have gone over and strangled.
All right. That is a much better result, 22 total. So you clamber up a tree, hide amongst the branches, and peer down, looking to see, hey, what's making that noise? You can see, heading through the brush, is a squadron of hobgoblins.
Knew it.
Good. That one. Just internally, just okay. That's good to know. Gonna quickly make my way down and let's get that trap set up again. Just in case.
All right.
Not gonna stop an entire thing, but hey, if one at least gets injured, then maybe we have a better chance if something happens.
You go set up the trap, do some hiding of any campfires to make sure, hey, you're not a bright beacon in the middle of the light, and you spend time waiting. Given the direction of the hobgoblins and the way they're marching, you think they'll pass parallel to camp, but not directly through it. So with 22 stealth, double checking their passive perception, working as an army. Oh yeah, they move right past you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Kind of feeling a little better because they kind of seem to have gone past, but still paranoid enough that I keep the trap. Gonna go to wake up Nizip and just be like, just warn them about, hey, I set up a trap not far from this end of the camp. Just be careful if you head that direction.
Oh boy.
Alrighty. Nizip, can I get perception roll, please? Alright. 12 still beats average roll.
True.
So, you don't hear the sound of any marching armies or any unicorns coming your way, so you think during the wee hours of the morning and the latest hours of the night that camp is safe. Dawn arrives, several of the plants retract back into pods, more greens and yellows sprout, lighting up the paths of the Fey Forest. So it's adventure time.
Light pretty.
Light pretty.
Okay, let us proceed north.
All right.
Actually, as we're walking, if it's okay.
Okay.
Nyx would ask Swift, so, do you know who the Jack of Brambles is?
One of those uppity-ups from the Court of Spring.
Uppity-ups.
Yeah, uppity-ups.
So, snobby?
Dude likes to party. I don't think he's a snob.
Oh. Do you like to party?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a good party.
Sure does. All right. Having moved that away, you continue northward, looking around the area for anything of interest, anything possibly bramble related. The closest you see, there are some spiked vines around, and you follow them to see, hey, what's the source of that? And in a grove full of multicolored vegetation, there appears to be a gigantic insect hive, like what would be a giant beehive, but it has been turned completely upside down, and you see numerous holes in it. It also reeks of discarded chitin and other animal leavings. Old Gus hates the smell.
Ew. That's disgusting.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Mhm.
Can I like poke it with the end of my staff?
You
Why
do.
would you do
It-
that?
you poke the hive. It lets out an awful hissing noise as you do.
Oh, it's still occupied. Whoo.
It's not.
Oh,
I think it's more just like the gases escaping from it as you poke
Oh.
it.
Yeah, that's gas.
wonderful. I sure am glad we found that. Why is there a map for this?
Why
Don't
not?
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I simply must ask, Nyx. What were you hoping to gain from poking the disgusting thing?
Okay, so we threw a severed hand at a grave and opened a portal. What's to say tapping a discarded beehive with a stick wouldn't have the same effect? At this point, I'm not questioning anything.
Megan questions Nyx's sense of self-preservation.
I mean, there's that, and also with the severed hand, there was like an actual puzzle that indicated.
There was information suggesting that would happen.
I don't
Listen,
know. Oh boy.
If you want to poke weird shit with your staff, by all means. It's just we're also allowed to question your reasoning for doing so.
I mean, you better have some
Yeah,
soap
yeah,
to
you-
wash your hands after.
I tapped it with the
You better have some soap to wash that after.
Sure. I don't know. You guys question me a lot. I've gotten used to it.
Do you all think it's worth poking around here?
I would say yes, but the map hasn't loaded for me.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Really?
All I can see on the map is everyone's health bars. I can't even see the tokens.
That doesn't seem right.
Right, disgust as I reload.
The stench was so bad that it knocked out your senses.
I'm blind. I'm blind.
It's just that stinky.
I love
No.
today. Today's wonderful.
Do we want to poke around the stinky beehive?
Maybe. So you did mention like that there were some exoskeletons visible. Like, is it possible to tell what kind of bug this is?
Looks like a lot of wasps. Very big ones. Like kobold-sized wasps.
Oh, fun.
The last
Great.
time we saw some giant bugs, they were possessed by something from the Underdark, or infested by something from the Underdark, rather. So last time we tangled with a giant. Last time we tangled with giant bee-like creatures. We have was not good. Well, they didn't attack us, but it wasn't pleasant to be around them. I
No,
don't.
it wasn't great.
I don't trust them bees like that.
Dem bees.
Them bees.
Yes.
I mean, if they're all dead, though.
Whatever killed them is probably worse than whatever members of the superfamily Apoidia they are.
Okay.
All right, so no poke in the hive?
No.
I think we poked the hive enough for one day.
No poke in the hive.
Hunt the hive.
No,
No, it's not a football.
that's the opposite of what you want to do to a hive, like
Yeah.
rotting or not.
I should say it's giant. Like big enough to walk around in. So you could certainly try punting the hive. It would likely not do anything, but
Oh,
your
I thought it
foot
was
would
tiny.
get covered. Yeah, no, it's big.
A tiny hive for giant wasps.
Yeah, see, that
Maybe
makes
they-
sense
maybe
when
they-
you say it like that.
Yeah, it's like
Maybe they're like clown car wasps.
it's like tenement building size hive.
Oh god. It's also got that 1910s tenement smell. Let's get out of here.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, you have investigated this hex.
Excellent. There are bees.
There
Were bees.
There were a lot of bees.
Well, let's keep exploring.
All right.
Just
So we
directly
got-
north, you think?
Yeah, let's head up north.
Yep.
Wow, we crossed that area. Nice. From south to north.
Nice, yeah. Right. You continue your journey northward until the sun sets once again, and you find yourself in a rather smelly corner of the Fey Woods. It's still glowing very brightly, and you can hear some insects buzzing about, but you still set up camp. Hopefully you won't get owned during the night. We'll see what happens.
Megan
Yeah.
with no olfactory organs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Megan's doing great.
Everyone else is like, ew, the stench. Megan,
The stench.
are you
Megan's just like looking around. She's just fine.
They're just like, what's going on? Everything seems good to me.
Right. What?
Excuse me.
Why did it say that? I said private.
Yeah, it
I don't
said
know what you're
Game
talking
Master
about.
privately roll some dice.
I
Yeah.
see nothing. I hear nothing. There's nothing there.
I feel like when you privately roll some dice, you
It should be
not show up in the
private.
chat.
It should not show up in the
No.
chat.
No.
Yeah, it's like I've had 4 Zidane private rolls come up as well.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always been Zidane privately rolling, just. And now there's that
That's-
that was it. I thought you were a ranger, not a druid.
All right, I'm gonna try
Anyways.
this and hope it doesn't
Yes.
show up.
It
Nope.
did.
Nope, it did.
It just made it red.
This is dumb.
Yeah, this is dumb. This
This is
Thanks.
silly.
All right.
Thanks, Foundry.
Oh my god!
Listen, I'm sure Foundry is a perfectly functional program most of the time. It's just sometimes there are some things that we can't seem to figure out.
There are technical
Sometimes.
difficulties with the update to the D&D system.
Sometimes it just be a little silly.
No,
It's okay. Well, let's pretend that we don't see it, and let's. I'll take a watch.
all
So
right.
let me know. Usual watch suspect. Let's go.
Yep.
Unless there are any objections, and if not, then I will
No.
make my Where? There it is. Ah,
Oh.
Unfortunate.
Let's fucking go.
So about that one, Juno.
Megan, you don't have olfactory organs, but somehow the buzzing is still getting to you so badly you don't detect anything but that during your watch.
there's a lot of bugs that aren't dead.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh well, next person.
Oh well, next person.
All right, next person. That's a good roll. That's a very good roll.
That's a good roll. All right. You spend some time looking around during your watch and notice something curious. Behind a really small fern, like hiding behind something that's smaller even than Tig, is this massive hulking bulk of fur and a very angry looking face. You can see it holding a morning star. And somehow all of that like 7 feet you would estimate of giant, furry, angry thing is hiding behind that fern.
Gee.
Kind of looks just eyes wide and sort of like, okay, you're dangerous, but also that's kind of impressive.
I'm imagining, like, you know how in cartoons where like a big character hides behind a tree and like only half of their body shows up behind their trunk.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I mean, once you see it looks like that, but before it was almost as if their body contorted and snapped into itself to hide there.
So grabbing the bow and grabbing a bow and just getting ready, taking a deep breath, ready to alert. Oh, someone died. Oh, yeah. Ready to alert anyone who is just like, all right, just in case this thing decides to get a little too angry with the baby boy, just for staring.
All right, the thing sees you drawing your bow. Its eyes widen, and it mutters something in Goblin.
Darn, that is not something I understand. But almost just instinctively, I'm going to speak in giant. Just, you understand me?
It shows no sign of understanding.
Just almost looks a little almost a little sad, like a little disappointed, just drat. I'm not gonna draw my arrow, but just kind of keep it down, taking like a cautious step back, just trying to see what it does.
Right. As you step back, bow still in hand, it watches you for a bit, and then you hear another voice out of the darkness say something in Goblin. You look over, hiding in a tree, also contorted to hide almost exactly behind a branch, is a similar figure. The one on the ground looks up, nods, gets onto all fours, Morningstar still in hand, and scurries away back into the darkness.
Arrow back and quiver. Grips on to my bow and just takes a deep sigh of relief. Didn't attack. That's all that matters.
It did not attack. All right. And third watch.
God dang it.
You don't see anything particularly noteworthy during your watch. All right.
All quiet round here.
All quiet. Dawn arrives. Time to pack back up and start heading back north. I'm going to try and not select anything and make my private roll as me and not Zidane.
Nope.
Yeah, well, it wasn't private, but it was as me and not Zidane. So, that's a step.
That's
Yeah.
a step.
Okay.
Is everything working properly now, Queen?
Queen?
Queen? Is everything
What?
working?
Just about.
Okay.
All right. You continue the journey northwards, and you can see, as you go northwards, looking out over the northern coast of Sedaria, there is a gigantic, majestic-looking tree that towers over all the rest of the trees in the canopy. Towers over the canopy, towers over the rest of the trees in the forest, and has snake-like shoots carved not into the side, but out of stone and attached to the side that circle around the tree and start to head upwards.
I wonder if that is it.
Weird.
Alright. Do you climb the tree?
Oh, climb the tree.
I assume that you asked if we climbed the
Is there
tree.
any-
Yes.
I think my thing cut out. Okay.
Is there any like easy leverage to get up the tree?
The shoots are your best bet.
All right, I will attempt to climb tree. Sure.
Let's climb the tree.
Oh boy, here we go.
Alright. It takes a bit of climbing, since they're not actual steps, but it doesn't look especially steep at any point, just the long, circular and winding journey. A little bit dizzying, all things considered. And eventually, you get to the upper branches of the tree, high above the Fey Forest floor, like a couple 100 feet or so, you would estimate. And
Nice.
as you get up, you see, there are some wooden platforms here connected by suspended plank bridges with little ropes hanging them above the floor, connecting them together. And connected to one of these wooden platforms is a gigantic bird's nest. As you wonder, what could that nest belong to? You see flying out of some of the leaves of the trees, 4 giant owls, like twice as big as a man, flying around, hooting, flying back and forth. Not really approaching you, but they are circling you.
Ooh, Tree of the Great Owl.
Do they look defensive?
Make an animal handling or nature check.
Okay. Just taking a time to load.
And the new interface is not liking you.
It does not like
No.
it. The owls look to have been suddenly awoken by your climbing up here and are circling around in alarm. You basically surprised them by being up here in the first place. So, are they on the defensive? Yes, kinda. They're making a display of, hey, this is our house, this is our house.
It's their
Oh,
owl house.
Uh-huh.
Trill, do you want to reason with them?
Trill is
Please.
feeling a little out of sorts, but for the sake of having communication, Trill will act as translator, and you hear the owls going, "Whoo, why are you here? Why are you here? Whoo, 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 whoo."
Megan says that she personally was curious about the giant tree.
Whoo, 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 whoo. Curiosity, you say. Whoo, whoo, whoo. The owls seem to be
Yes.
calming down. They
Megan
start-
answers very frankly, yes.
All right. They start perching on branches. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Makes sense. Many travelers come here in search of knowledge or to sate their curiosity. Whoo, whoo.
Fair enough. That's not the voice I expected.
What should we ask these owls? First of all, what is this place?
Whoo, whoo. This is the tree of the great owl.
And who is the great owl?
Whoo, whoo. He sees through the mists of time. He can uncover great mysteries.
Well, that's interesting. Is the great owl present?
One of them flies backwards towards an almost man-made structure, starts hooing into it. Woo! Woo! He just woke up!
Okay.
Quick, do we have any great mysteries to ask about?
We have like plenty of like quests that require wisdom and great knowledge of the. Where's our journal? Our quest log. There it is.
Scroll through my own notes. Like, I don't know, it feels like kind of a monumentous thing. Don't want to ask anything non-important, I suppose.
What's your favorite color, owl? Kidding. All right. I mean, like, we could ask about the seals, like their whereabouts and whatnot. If it's, because I trust an old wise owl, an old wise fantasy owl, to be pretty well versed in these sorts of things. So, I think it's worth a shot.
True, there's the dwarven seal that was lost completely. And then
We could also we could also ask about Princess San.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea, I think.
Okay. Megan will bring up that the party does have some question. Does seek the great owl's wisdom.
Woo! Woo! Approach! Approach! Come to the nest! Woo! Woo!
Megan looks at the rickety bridge very nervously.
Oh, my kingdom for Featherfall at the moment. Well,
Zidane, with almost just no hesitation, starts going on the bridge.
All right.
Megan very carefully goes on the bridge.
The bridge creaks and sways beneath your weight, but you think the force of walking will tilt and move it, but not, like, destroy it or knock you off.
Okay, good. I don't need to go on a robot diet. What would that even entail? Taking off my armor? Probably.
Yeah, disconnecting from your armor and being like, this is my chassis, feels good. Alright. You approach the nest. As you get closer, you notice that there are some blood stains within it, and by some I mean a lot.
What happened here?
Woo! Woo! Violence!
Megan asks if somebody has attacked this place before.
Woo! No.
so
Okay.
is there some sort of tribute that we should make before we bring up questions?
Woo!
Wouldn't
Woo!
want disrespect.
Many rules! Many things to keep in mind! Woo! Woo! He is not a patient owl! Woo!
Okay, let's not waste this guy's time because clearly owls are hunters. Owls are hunters. That's a lot of blood.
Alright. And then, as you approach the nest, ready to ask questions, you hear a voice in common with the same echoing trill as the owls before. You dare approach me and awaken me before it is my time to get up from nap? You have angered the Knowledge Keeper!
Oh my god, that
I
token.
don't believe you. Oh. I'm sorry. I need to take this in. Excuse me. I promise I'll bring back Kirsten someday.
Well,
Oh, I
yes.
have missed this guy. I have missed this guy.
She's too.
Shot him. As soon as you started shouting, I was like, no, there's no way. There's no way.
He's too powerful for one campaign.
Okay. Okay, deep breaths. Okay. Oh.
Zidane
Unbelievable.
almost instinctively kneels in front of the Knowledge Keeper.
Yeah, similarly, Tag does like a little bow and just says, Your Eminence, our sincerest apologies for interrupting you. We were not aware that you were in the middle of your sleep.
Ah, yes, he says, calming down, stopping his angrily flapping wings. Kneeling. This pleases the Knowledge Keeper.
Raven has also followed suit and is now kneeling before the Knowledge Keeper.
Sam.
Out of respect.
Out of ignorance, I shall overlook the previous insult. Now, you seek knowledge. I keep knowledge.
Okay, what should we ask first? Should we ask about the seals or the princess?
Princess, I think.
All right. We asked the Knowledge Keeper. Probably somebody more eloquent than the robot. It should word this better.
Glances at the bard.
We seek the location of Princess Song.
Ah, yes. The missing princess. The Knowledge Keeper is aware of this. I shall peer through the mists of time, the veils between time and future, and I shall seek this princess. And his eyes start glowing a bright white. After a minute or so, she wanders endlessly. She is safe enough. Equipped to take care of herself within the wilds. But, something protects her. Something obscures the exact location from even the Knowledge Keeper. A royal artifact of some kind. Of obfuscation. The Knowledge Keeper does not approve of not knowing the exact location. I shall peer through the veils of time once more. And his eyes glow white once again. After 20 seconds or so, he goes back to normal. It was a gift from long ago. From a royal bard of the court of King Chant.
Okay, the artifact was a gift from the Bard of King Chant.
Would I know who that could have been?
Make a history check.
Yeah. I'm proficient.
Oh,
24.
nice. Okay. So, there were a lot of bards and entertainers that went through the court of King Chant. The only one you could think of that would specifically give a gift to Princess Song is someone who, now that you're thinking out loud, you remember hearing a couple of sordid tales of a relationship between the princess and an entertainer of the court. A woman named Ms. Raleigh.
Miss Raleigh. Well, that's a lead at the very least.
Okay.
Thank
Magical
you,
artifact.
Your Grace.
You are welcome! Being praised pleases the Knowledge Keeper.
Megan says that the Knowledge Keeper is indeed very wise and very gracious for bestowing this information upon us who are merely trying to do our duty for the fate of Sideria.
He puffs out his feathers. He's basking in the praise.
Megan asks that if they may, they do have another related question of what the Knowledge Keeper knows of the seals of Sideria.
More questions? This tests the patience of the Knowledge Keeper. Make a persuasion roll.
Okay, persuasion. Let's see. Oh, I'm proficient in that.
Nice. Very well. In times of need, I shall peer through the mists of time. He peers through the mists of time, his eyes glowing for a second. Stops. I'm sorry, did you seek specific ones, or just all of them?
The dwarven one.
The dwarven one! I shall peer through the mists of time! And he once again peers through the mists of time. You seek the Temple of Divinity in Copper.
Temple of Divinity in Copper. Okay. Taking a note of that.
Thank you for your wisdom, O Great One.
You are most welcome. Being wise and helping pleases the Knowledge Keeper.
Ty kind of doesn't want to push it. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I think I'm satisfied with the information we got. I would also like to thank the Knowledge Keeper for his wisdom and his grace and his eminence. It apologizes for 2 questions. I know he's probably a busy owl.
Yes, there are many, many things this owl must do. Much and heavy is the burden of the Knowledge Keeper. Anyway,
Okay.
you can go back the way you came in, but also, it's a slide. You can slide.
Megan goes down the slide and says,
This huge robot wee echoes down back into the forest floor of the Feywild.
Zidane sees the slide, just, "Thanks, Knowledge Keeper!"
With a great and powerful wee, you sail back down to the forest floor of Sideria and the Fey Woods.
Yeah, I can't believe it was so good. Oh my lord, I miss that guy. I've missed that guy.
He's a powerful owl. He cannot be contained.
He is a very powerful owl. I will flex for the Knowledge Keeper. That's fucking.
Oh, so it was the Knowledge Keeper, okay.
It was the Knowledge Keeper.
It was
Yes.
the Knowledge Keeper.
I was going to say it, but I thought, no, that'll be too on the nose.
He really had the token from Cursed Throne.
I have the tokens. I can just put them there.
Oh my lord. Amazing. Glorious. Beautiful. I should give the Knowledge Keeper some proper art eventually. Oh man.
All right. So, this hex has been explored. What direction are you
Right.
heading now?
We
We
can
head
go east or west.
We're heading west.
What's more likely to have brambles, a river or more woods?
Woods, obviously.
Okay,
So east
east it is.
we go.
Alrighty. So, from here, you start heading eastward. The trek is mostly uneventful, especially compared to giant screaming owl who peers through the mists of time. But the trip is relatively safe, and you get pretty far eastward before dusk falls, and it comes time for camp.
Miss Raleigh, I feel like I've heard that name recently. Very recently. Oh, damn. Wasn't there was something. Wait. Nizip, didn't you the Revenant that came by on your watch that one time? Didn't they say something about Miss Raleigh?
You know, now that you mention it, that does sound vaguely familiar.
Was Miss Raleigh the Revenant, or was the Revenant looking for Miss Raleigh? I wonder.
Did we have a picture of the Revenant? Hang on.
No. She asks if we send. This is in my notes. She asks if we send him to send word of Mizrali. I'm good at finding people.
It looks like all the character artwork pages don't seem to be showing the character.
Huh? That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Uh,
She was looking for Quark,
Okay.
assassin guy.
there we
Yeah.
go. Yeah, she was the Revenant.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe that. So, yeah.
There we go. Yeah, she's after the assassin guy.
All found the information right at the same time.
Well, shit.
Oh,
If we find Quark, well then, I'm sure we could find Miss Riley will find us, rather. So
That's
that
what
might
they
be a good
said.
thing to look out for. Yeah.
Mm. Still going after in a sad. And they stop their sentence as soon as they look at Nizip.
There a problem looking for an assassin?
No! I just didn't want to frame it as it being an assassin's a bad thing. I don't think you make your money how you want. But
Megan slowly puts a hand on top of Nix's mouth and shakes her head.
Mm.
It's okay to have philosophical differences, you know.
Agreed.
Anyway, I'm going the fuck to sleep. Good night.
Okay, watch time.
Who needs
I'll take
sleep,
the first
right?
one. Not me. I'm a robot. I just need to go into sleep mode for a second.
I would request I like to talk to Nizip because I feel this is playing Nix's mind a bit too much.
Alrighty.
The guilt. Oh no.
The guild.
All right, here we go. Golly, I see things.
Yeah, you see a lot of things. Nothing that looks dangerous, but you see some glowing squirrels hopping from branch to branch up above you.
Wow, glowing squirrels.
Glowing squirrels.
Nice.
Squirrel pretty.
Awesome.
Awesome.
The squirrels are it. I'll tell everybody about the glowing squirrels in the morning. How cool they were, I guess.
Yeah, they were very neat. They appeared to have human teeth, but they
Wait,
were
what?
very, very neat.
That's important. It's important.
That's an important detail that I almost left out. Whoops. Anyway, human tooth
Oh
squirrels.
God.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Did I forget to leave that out? Oops. Anyways.
Whoops. My
Let's,
bead.
uh,
Anyway.
It's a little less neat. It's a little creepier, but all right. Well,
Anyways.
omnivorous squirrels. Cool.
Sweet. All right. Let's see if number 2 sees it. No!
What? It just keeps
Damn.
happening. It
It just keeps happening.
Man,
I can tell
so funny.
Zidane, but wow, the squirrels have human teeth. Zidane is haunted for the rest of the night.
You just have 1,000-yard stare thinking of human tooth squirrels.
Okay, just trying to relieve myself from the trauma of the idea. I'm just gonna do a little bit of studying. Can I actually study a bit? Not enough.
Learn
No,
one
no.
new word.
Teeth. Teeth. Either's new word. Teeth.
Wow, this campaign is sure full of teeth between these squirrels and the Lord of Teeth.
Weird.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Oh boy, lots of teeth. Anyways,
Anyway, third watch.
It's not bad.
Not bad. And, Nix, you wanted to talk with Nizip during the watch?
Okay, yes, I will put the bottle of acid down next to me and just point to it, to direct Swift to it, and we'll leave her be.
She is gonna be high as a kite in the morning. Let's go!
Let's go! Yeah, so Nyx will go over to Nizip and just be like, Watch doing okay?
Yeah, seems pretty quiet all around. Not much going on.
Look, I know it's been a while since we've, talked properly one-on-one. I just wanted to clear the air. I don't want you to think that I'm freaked out by you now or anything, because, you said you're an assassin.
Trust me, I can tell you're a little shaken by it. I'm not offended.
It's more just, I mean, I've never met an assassin. I thought they were, put over the head and evil and scary, and you're not scary?
Yep. Some people who kill people tend to be a little bit more evil and carefree about it. While I kill people, I only take certain jobs. I don't take jobs for someone that doesn't need killing.
Do you enjoy it?
Enjoy is a strong word. While I don't necessarily gain pleasure from the kill or anything like that, I do from ridding the world of worthless scumbags who don't deserve to live.
Oh, so yours is like a justice kind of thing.
Only so long as I also get paid along the way.
Okay. Well, I guess everyone's gotta make do however they can.
Yep. When you're stuck all out on your own and you have very limited options to you, you pick up what you can.
I get that. Actually, no, I don't get that. I mean, I come from a place where we deal in hugs, so...
Yeah, I never had anything quite like that.
You've never had a hug?
No, not really.
Well, that's... I mean, it's not sad, but... Hugs are really nice. That's... Did you ever wonder what it was like?
To a degree, I did. I mean, My mother gave much more affection to my siblings than she ever did to me, and I always wished for that, but after a while I got used to not having it, and then... Well, then she kicked me out, and it wasn't really an option on the table anyways.
Oh. Well, hey, what I said the other day still stands. If you ever want to come to Damascus with me, you can meet my mom. My mom gives the best hugs.
Yeah, I believe as I mentioned before, I'd happily take you up on that offer.
Well, good. It's a deal then.
All right.
But, oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry, God.
Keep going. God can wait for a bit.
Well, I guess, Nizip, if you ever wanted a hug before that, I'm not gonna, like, give you one now, but just ask.
Nizip puts their hand on Nyx's head. You're a good kid.
Oh.
Keep that light.
I'll try my best.
Good.
Corruption arc begins.
Corruption arc begins.
Oh boy.
And as corruption arc begins, midway through the watch, you see a large draconic shadow pass over the tree line over camp. It goes right past you, so you don't think, oh, there's a dragon after you, but dragon did do a flyby.
It's like seeing an airplane.
The shadow looked
look,
like it had flesh on it, so you don't think it's
Oh, phew.
bone wing.
Not that guy. Not that guy. Not the guy we don't want to see.
Any chance I caught a glimpse of what color it might have been?
Make another perception check for me, please.
Do.
Okay, yeah. You take a very, thorough glance and listen, and along with hearing, almost a mechanical whirring noise as the dragon flew by, you caught a glimpse of some of the scales on its legs and claws. They looked bronze.
Interesting.
Oh my god, I remember drawing something
What-
like that.
What direction was it flying in?
South.
Ooh.
Well, that's something to keep in mind.
Wasn't that, how do you pronounce it, Feinboar or something?
No, that was the skeleton.
Oh, that
Well,
was
I
a
mean,
skeleton.
Yeah.
Hmm.
unless
Unfortunately, it
Just
looked like it
kidding,
had flesh, so...
No, I was just going through my notes and just found bronze. Right, that is a dragon we have not met. Ooh. And we'll take note of this.
Cyborg dragon.
My god, he's back from the dead! It's a miracle!
It's RoboCop Dragon!
Dragon. Oh god.
Dawn arrives, and eastward we go.
Megan informs the rest of the party about the teeth squirrels.
The what?
The teeth squirrels. They're squirrels with human teeth.
Yeah, didn't see any of those. Saw a dragon though.
Teeth squirrels, teeth
Huh.
squirrels, teeth squirrels, teeth squirrels.
quick question
I-
before we move on to the dragon. With the human teeth, like human-sized teeth too, because that would be even more fucked up instead of them being like squirrel-sized teeth, you know?
Squirrel proportionate human size. I messed that up. Squirrel proportionate size human teeth.
It's a little better.
Still horrifying. Thank you.
There.
I mean, what if it was like Slappy Squirrel from Animaniacs or whatever? She's got human teeth.
I can't believe it. I can't believe you found Slappy Squirrel.
Oh, they just wanted a smile. That was really sweet.
All right.
Really, Zidane is off put the entire day because the idea just wants him so much.
Like to imagine that Zidane, like when you were like, oh, teeth squirrels, is like rocking back and forth, sucking his thumb.
Yeah.
No, maybe not sucking his thumb. Well, he's hugging his
like,
legs, rocking back and forth.
Yeah, no, he's very much hugging his legs, kind of just teeth squirrels, teeth squirrels, teeth squirrels.
Megan picks up the Zidane ball, and as the army starts to march.
Right. You continue your march eastward, getting deep into the Fey woods, where basically the canopy completely covers any sunlight pouring through, and you're moving now by like torch and lamplight, looking around for any sign of brambles or any other like notable locations in this neck of the woods, both figuratively and literally. Can I get a survival check, please?
You can.
Uh-oh.
14.
Thank you for my proficiency for being bloody good.
Yep. All right. You do some looking around, and you realize that as you do some wandering, there is an area like of trees that looks to be mirrored directly from a row of trees 30 feet across from it. Like, unnaturally. Like, it doesn't fit the pattern of trees that were on that side. You would wager it's an illusion of some kind.
I just T-square, treat. Trees. What? Huh? Mirror trees? He points it out, just trees mirrored. Not normal.
Trees what?
Mirrored. Same.
Mirrored. I
Okay, points
don't
it
get
out,
what
just-
you I don't get what you mean.
Trees, same, 30 feet back. Mirrored, same, it's the exact same. Not
Yeah.
not right.
Carolina unfurls her map, looks down, looks up. Yeah, that shouldn't be there, she says, pointing to the mirrored trees.
What?
Might as well take a closer look. Odd.
Oh boy.
All right. You approach the mirrored trees, taking a closer look at them. As you get, like, really close up to them, you hear, like, a faint shimmering noise from the mirrored trees.
Put my claw on one.
Your claw goes right through.
Ty just steps right through. Doesn't say anything, just walks through.
All right, Ty, you step through and you disappear to everyone else who
Fuck
is
yeah.
outside the mirrored trees.
Tide! Just hops off of Megan and just runs through.
Wait, no, we should have a plan.
Megan lets out like a hiss of steam, which is the robotic equivalence of a sigh, and follows after just to make sure that everybody's okay.
The sidekicks charge in, following. Trill flies after.
Well, just in case something bad happens, we're talking psychically now, Nyx.
Oh, thank you. Well, life isn't life without an adventure. And just steps through.
Yeah.
All right. Stepping through, you look around and you see a village, actually. A village that appears to be carved out of small wooden or straw huts amidst giant mushrooms and other pieces of giant foliage, with some elves, satyrs, and a couple of other creatures that you would guess and recognize as Fae, laughing and mingling about. One of the satyrs turns, sees this big old group looking around, staring at the village, gives out loud cry of "Hey!" Runs over and hugs the first person he sees, who in this case is Tig. "Welcome, strangers!"
Yes. Thank you. Appreciated. Kind of like stiffens, awkward little pat. Where are we?
Welcome to Philanora, our little home away from home.
It is certainly something.
Philadora?
Philanora, N with an
Philanora.
N, little one.
Philanora.
Yes, there you go, now you've got it! High five!
High fives as his ear kind of like happily wiggles.
Yes, he fist pumps after getting a high five.
Megan's kind of like idly like moving, pivoting around on like on her upper torso, like taking everything in. Like her camera lens is kind of like.
Yeah.
This is totally different from anything she's seen.
You take in more of the village. There are more elf-like creatures, but their eyes are like pure white. They have, their eyes are pure white, but most notably, their skin is green and their hair has like a leafy texture to it. They flit about. One of them like teleports a couple feet away to go boo before another satyr who just leaps into the air and faints like a goat. The elf-like creature chuckles and teleports back away. They're also very large, light lavender furred creatures, like roughly Megan size, walking about, gently tending to some flowers as they go. They pass by, see the newcomers, and wave and say, good morning to you.
Whoa.
Good morning indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Waves?
Yeah. So, another satyr, like, trots up to you happily, like, running around, circling you, examining every detail, pulls out a sketchbook, starts drawing. So you're new?
Sure are. Just have been looking around, looking for a few people here and there.
Oh, well, I'd say you found some people. Welcome. And of course, we also found you, you could say. You could say a lot of things, actually. Oh, I like it when we say things.
Megan leans to Nyx and says, perhaps. Maybe these guys like hugs. Maybe these guys like hugs.
I'll wait and see. They look a bit overwhelmed in just a sort of like amazement way.
Could I by chance make an insight check?
I'm gonna turn up.
Sure, yeah. While definitely overexcited, you don't sense any malicious intent from the satyr.
Morning to ya.
Oh, well, good morning to you as well. You fascinating specimen. Hold on. Let me get a better look at the tail. She just flops on the ground, rolls over so she's upside down, continues sketching in her book.
Uh-huh.
Wait, this is the that's right, we heard about this. This is the village that travels.
That it is.
Oh.
I see.
Well, glad we managed to make it on the premises.
Of course. We don't normally get a lot of visitors from the material plane.
Wait, we're on a different plane right now?
Yes and no.
Oh.
Let me guess. This... No, Zidane, go ahead.
Just, oh. And then kind of the things just almost like Blake.
Almost, yes. Like you said, we are the village that travels between the material plane and the Fey plane. We are the village between, you could also say. Oh, I love saying things.
So I'm assuming simultaneously on both planes, yet at neither plane at the same time.
Yes and no. See? You get it, exactly.
Gotcha.
So what is there to do around here? What is there to see?
Ooh, glad you asked. Well, there are a lot of houses, but for travelers like you, let's see. She starts counting on her fingers. A sixth finger sprouts from her left hand, and she counts on that. Okay. I got it. So, we have two churches here, right? First, there is Summer Isle Sanctuary, dedicated to the warmth and the light of the Lady of Summer. And then, there is Worldwood Way, dedicated to the World Mother.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wild Mother?
World Mother, yes. The god that made the world, or at least our version of her. It's a little different than the Feywild. Then we have two gathering halls. There is the Season Hall, and then there is the Meadow Hall.
What is the difference between the two of them?
Well, the Season Hall is for food, and the Meadow Hall's for the animals.
Ah, I see.
We have a smithy for any time we need any metalwork. The smithy's called Nice Ring to It, because it specializes in rings. That's the major product there. And then, if you want some clothes, we have the Wishing Pencil Tailor.
See,
Well,
now
thank
you've
you
got
very
my
much.
attention.
You're welcome, and ooh, I'm so glad. Attention's a nice thing to have.
For the rings or the clothes, Nizip?
Yes.
Haha.
Sidon actually kind of looks at his clothes, just.
Well, shall we explore?
I guess
Megan would like to
let's.
take a look. Megan would like to take a look at this person's artwork.
Oh.
All right. It doesn't look remotely similar to you. It's like mostly. It's mostly drawings of sheep.
Ah.
I feel like if people stop moving, they kind of realize very quick that Nyx is kind of lost in this, just like taking everything in.
I'm gonna, with the psychic connection, just ask you doing okay, kid?
Oh, sorry. This place is really pretty.
That it is.
Do you guys want to go ahead? I just want to ask around about things.
Yeah? I don't see why not.
I'll catch up. Quick.
All
If you
right.
need anything, holler. We're connected from a mile away.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Nyx, you split off to take a look around and ask some questions. The rest of you, where are you going?
Ooh.
Out of curiosity,
Rings
do you-
first, clothes first?
Clothes?
Oh, let's check out the rings first.
Zidane's already just kind of walking to clothes.
All
Let's
right.
check out clothes.
Into the clothes.
He's not worried about anyone else. He's just like walking. Just wherever.
All right. You head over towards the Wishing Pencil Tailor shop, and first thing you notice, there are no actual clothes or designs of clothes in the window. There are just drawings of clothing.
Normal? Looks at the. Realize the others are just. Normal?
No.
No.
No, not normal. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe they do stuff on commission. Let's ask.
Yeah, let's see.
All right.
Enter.
You
There
enter,
we go.
there's a little jingle jingle tiny shop bell as you do, and another somewhat elven woman, another one with leafy green skin, leafy green hair, a bunch of leaves are just kind of scattered around the place, peers up from behind a desk. You take a quick glance around. No sign of any clothes here either, just a lot of scattered papers and drawing utensils. The woman says, "Oh, hello there. Welcome to the tailor shop. How may I be of service?"
Yeah, we were told it was a tailor shop, but couldn't help but notice there isn't any, aren't any articles of clothing around. Am I missing something?
Oh, there are plenty around.
Those are drawings.
Yes.
Paper have clothes?
Paper have clothes, yes. Yes, see, the little one gets it.
Paper. Summon clothes?
She claps her hands excitedly.
I see.
It's not a you touch it, you buy it sort of store policy, is it?
Oh, no. I work with very precise measurements. Getting something wrong, and well, the clothes aren't going to look right. So, the magics lie with me, and they are a trade secret.
Understandable.
Fascinating. Saves on a lot of stock space, I suppose.
Oh, indubitably. It's a very small village after all. You can't afford to carry every type of clothing for every type of person who might come through your door.
Very agreed.
Megan's just happy that she's not going to knock anything over by accident. Not that that's happened before, but it's a worry of hers.
No.
So Dane's already kind of looking through and seeing what there is in these drawings.
The drawings appear to have a whole lot of different sizes and dimensions, various notes about inseam, shoulder length, all sorts of other measurements, and signatures on the bottom right saying a bunch of different names, basically who this was commissioned for.
The number. He just keeps seeing all the number. He's like,
So, how much would it be to commission something?
Oh, you're... Well, forgive me for stating the obvious, but you're not from here, are you?
No, not at
Nope.
all.
Well, here we do not deal in currency. We do favors and barter system. Much easier to keep track of.
Interesting.
If you say so. Well,
So,
I have to think about what I have that would I would be willing to trade, I suppose. Huh.
I do.
Not something that comes to mind too often. At least not for me. I always find there's comfort in hard currency, but it might just be the dragon
Agreed.
in me.
I used to clothes trades, usually food trades.
You going to get some things, Zidane?
Want to, but what's of worth? Kind of looks down. Just I want. Your travel clothes might be good, but not much to give in return. He kind of thinks about it.
Well, what are the sort of things you usually trade for?
Oh, bits and bobs, jewelry or antiques that people no longer need. Favors also, that's typically something, because if people don't want to trade their valuables, they'll be like, hey, I'll help you clean up the attic or some such if you work on this project for me. It's a tight-knit community. We work on things a lot for each other.
Could do that. Good. Like, you need clothes. At these 4.
As he like looks up and like starts thinking. And he's thinking. And he's thinking.
Since druids. Long time.
As he just kind of stares off, just
Very long time.
Go for it then.
you just run over, just
What good for new traveling clothes?
Well, since you seem to be having a little bit of trouble, no judgment, with figuring out what to do, she taps her chin with her finger, as I was doing, and I forgot the word for chin. I accidentally refreshed the whole system. Oh no, oh heck.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
oh, no.
I just
like
got
that.
back in as well!
That was the most dangerous chin of all time.
She taps her chin and breaks the world.
That was a load-bearing chin.
Oh no.
Actually, no. I have something. Just
Well, druids had me get ingredients or take care of animals. Anything like that?
Oh, that's a wonderful idea. Let me see. She reaches into her pocket, pulls out a sack of animal feed that boom expands in size rapidly as it gets out of her pocket. There's a sheep I have named Wooly. He's adopted over in the meadow gathering hall. Would you mind feeding him for me? I would go myself, but it's a busy day today.
Yeah. Can do.
Excellent. Now then,
what does Wooly eat?
oh, just it's in this bag. He's very particular.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Now then,
It's kind of staring.
yeah, return to me when you do, and we will work on your new set of traveling clothes.
he's already happy, like skipping out already. ready.
He's like kind of staring at Zidane like those were full sentences.
Well, thank you for your time. We'll be back, I suppose.
Of course. Have a wonderful time while you're here.
Shall do.
Right. Meanwhile, Nix, what are you doing?
Yes. Right. So who was the person we were speaking to first?
There were two satyrs, Hug Satyr and Sheep Drawing Satyr.
I will approach Hug Satyr.
All right. Hug Satyr sees you approach. More hugs? More hugs, he says, opening his arms wide.
I would never deny a hug.
Big hug from the satyr. He grabs you in a big bear hug, lifts you a little bit off the ground, spins around happily.
This is the happiest Nyx has been in weeks.
Excellent.
So I would like to establish my Feywild connections in my background, which means Fey creatures will be more open to helping me.
All right.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. What can I do you for, stranger?
Well, so just to establish, this is just a walking village, or is it actually part of the Feywild?
Yes and no. It's more of a blinking village.
Okay, so kind of on the border?
Yeah, kind of on the border. You could say it walks. You could say it walks. We don't have a word for what direction it walks in common.
Sorry, I love this accent.
Welcome to Fae Canada.
Yeah, I knew. Oh god. So, I'm kind of new to all of this face stuff, but I've been making some self-discoveries recently, and don't tell the others, but I'm kind of trying to find where I belong right now.
Okay.
So, I was wondering if you knew anything about the Autumn Court?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's one of the 4 courts of the Fae. Unless you count the Unseelie as a separate court, but, you know, who does that?
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. One day I'll learn. So, I've heard things about the Autumn Court, kind of like cliff notes. That's a term I just coined up right now.
Why would you throw your notes off a cliff? That seems cruel.
Just, sometimes accidents happen. You trip and fall, and your notes go all over the place. But it's okay. You can always start again.
Okay.
So, do you know anything about it?
Kinda the basics. Obviously we're in the summer now, so they're not due to be in ruling session for another couple months. But the Autumn Court is usually the court of unity and healing and all that stuff. I say usually because sometimes they get real mean. Not as mean as the
How
Winter
so?
Court, though. Winter Court, whoo, that's nasty.
Oh yeah, I've heard things about that too. Why would the Autumn Court be nasty though? Is it just a sort of
It's down to
morality
the
thing?
individual.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess anyone from anywhere could get a bit nasty. It depends on the situation.
See, there you go. That's a good way of looking at it.
Good. You're really helpful. What's your name? Well, nice to meet you. Now, in terms of Fayness, is this a place where it's safe to share your name, or should I be using a pseudonym of sorts?
He says the shrug. I don't care.
Okay, my name is Nyx.
Cool.
Do you want another hug?
Yes! He pulls you into another big bear hug.
Yeah! I will, you know what, I will stay and entertain myself with this guy. I like it.
All right. Meanwhile, back at the gathering house, you all walk over to what looks to have been a big old meeting hall, used for, official business purposes, like a town meeting for in terms of what other villages would have. And then you open the door, and there are many, many sheep walking about, bawing at each other, chewing on some grass and some cud. There are more of the big lavender-furred creatures here tending to them, conversing with the sheep too, like, oh yeah, and then what happened? Oh, that's real fascinating, that it is. Oh, you go on the strangest adventures.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of them, and we didn't get much besides a name, so I mean, there's no harm in asking, right? Tag will try and get somebody's attention. See if we can get more details.
One of the big creatures looks over, gives a big wave, scooches through the sheep gently on like big tiptoes, and moves over. What can I do you for?
Yes, we're actually looking for a specific sheep. Wooly belongs to the proprietor at the Wishing Pencil Tailor.
Oh yeah, 1 second. Wooly, come here. You got some guests for you. And you hear, bah! And the sheep just hops up and down through the crowd of sheep, getting closer.
Incredible.
Kind of shaking the bag, just Wooly.
Bah!
Gonna go over to Wooly. Gonna
Wooly's a feisty one, you know. Keeps talking about everybody's dirty laundry. And Wooly just chews on the bag full of sheep cud.
Well, thankfully, I can do a little bit of just like.
Is he actually? Like, really?
Speaking in Sylvan?
No, but I do speak with animals.
Okay. I'm just double checking, because I'm pretty sure the additional language is Sylvan. Yes. Okay. For these characters.
Okay.
But with Speak with Animals, cool. You head down to speak with Wooly, and you hear through the buying, "Oh, yeah, you wouldn't believe what Tavoros did the other day. Scared away another person hungry for food, all because he couldn't stop yelling. And we keep telling him, you gotta stop yelling, people want to eat. But he's like, no, this is who I am. It's not who you are, it's a phase."
Sometimes it is. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Starts feeding Wooly.
Rah, 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 rah. He just sticks his head right into the bag and is just chomping down mouthfuls of animal feed.
Gentle pats as he's eating. Just
There you go. Good, Wooly.
All right. Wooly finishes off the bag. "Oh, thank you kindly. Always nice to get in your oats and your vitamins."
Always eat good. Make you big and strong.
"Oh, don't I know it, don't you know?" And then Wooly happily, hops back to his position to continue his sheep gossip. And because you're hearing all these other sheep, you're also hearing a bunch of other gossiper from around the village. "Oh, did you hear they let loose a weasel? Who's got the weasel?" "Well, I hear it's old Bob." Why old Bob gotta let loose all them weasels? Don't you know you gotta have a proper container for 'em? I don't like weasels. Yeah, we know you don't like weasels, but that's prejudice. You gotta keep that behind.
just kind of puts the bag over her, the very empty bag over her shoulder. Just looks at the others. Just
Weasel problem.
it just looks at the very obviously just weasel problem.
Trill nods. Weasel problem.
I'll take your word for it. This was easier than I expected. Is that odd to say?
I don't know what you expected. Your job was to feed a sheep.
Who knows? Anything can happen.
You're attacked by 37 werewombats. Anyway.
just
We see weird things. On edge. A lot.
And then the Mega Weasel came out.
It's Mega Weasel time. Having successfully fed a sheep, you head back to the Wishing Pencil Tailor. I'll just go ahead and say Spring Eladrin says, "Oh, did you feed him?"
Mm-hmm.
She checks the bag, sees it's empty. "Oh, wonderful, thank you so much. Saves me a whole lot of time. Now then," she dips a quill in some ink, unfurls a sheet of parchment. "Let's talk your measurements and your desires. Alright, first we gotta make sure, this fits you." And she, snaps her fingers, somehow, despite having both hands full. A large ruler appears in front of you and starts floating around, taps against your shoulders, taps against your legs, taps against your waist, taps against all different parts of your body to get measurements. She says, looking up and down, drawing various details. Okay, measurements gotten. Now, as for what you desire, you're going to have to be as precise as possible, otherwise it might not look like what you want.
He takes a moment to kind of think about it, just...
Green tunic, long brown pants, brown boots, leather gauntlets, long shirts, he kind of thinks about it, just, brown long shirt, green cloak with hood.
Green cloak
And
with hood.
And he kind of thinks about it, just feather on areas, on parts.
kind of like pulling it where like you know where buttons would be.
Oh, okay, because I was about to put those somewhere very different.
He just tilts his head, just
Let's not talk about that. Right,
oblivious blinks beyond.
I took a bit of artistic liberty. She turns the paper over towards you, showing off the design. There are a lot of elven and vaguely runic patterns along the tunic that you notice, and very thick interlocking straps across the brown leather. Something like this.
He starts kind of bouncing his eyes wide and just, yeah!
Excellent. In that case, she hands over the quill. Just sign your name, please.
I'm good, just for silly. He is going to sign his name. I'm gonna roll intelligence, see how well or how poorly this is. Illegible enough.
Yeah. If you squint, it looks like Zidane.
If you squint, it looks like Zidane.
All right. As you sign and dot the final I, there is a glow that comes from the paper, and then the clatter of bang, 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 bonk, bonk, as various items of clothing, looking like full 3D, living, breathing, metaphorically speaking, versions of the clothes that this woman drew, fall to the floor in front of you. Right, there you go.
Picks it up, just,
thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
much.
You're welcome.
he's holding onto it happily. And runs off, like, gonna put them on. He got new duds, he happy.
Hell yeah.
Right, was that it for you? Did the rest of you want anything? Or are you all good?
Reagan looks at herself and then back up and she says she's good.
Yes, I'm good. Thank you very much.
Worthy a challenge as you would be, I will respect your wishes. Right, in that case, enjoy your stay while you're here in Sorry, go ahead, yes.
Sorry, my voice wasn't working like I thought it was. That depends. Do you work in armor or just clothing?
Just clothing, I'm afraid.
And yeah, that will be all for us.
Right, in that case, enjoy your stay while you're here in Villanora.
Thank you much.
Alright. Anything else you wanted to do in town while Nyx is being hugged?
Ring shop.
Ring shop.
Ring shop. Right. You head down the way to the ring shop. It looks like a blacksmith, but several rings on chains that are themselves made of different lesser shininess rings are hanging from the ceiling, piled onto shelves. They're everywhere. And another Eladrin, this one in a shade of brownish orange with several autumn leaves and sticks making up her hair, looks up and asks, welcome. You're obviously new here. This is the smithy. We make many things, a whole lot of rings. You're probably gonna get rings even if you don't want them. What can I do for you?
We were interested in what type of rings you had available.
Well, I work on commission mostly. So, wedding bands, just bracelets to indicate you belong to a guild, that sort of thing.
Do you do any enchanting work along with it, or is it just the smithing?
I can. It's not often I get asked to that, so I can't guarantee the quality.
That's fine. Tag will sort of lean back, start considering they're a ring person. Can you make alterations to existing rings?
If you mean in terms of dimensions and fitting them, yes, easily. In terms of enchantment, again, can't guarantee the quality. There is one ring that I think I can guarantee that I can make. It allows you better conversation with the animals, let's say.
Did you hear something? I didn't hear anything.
I hear nothing. I ain't hear nothing.
Good to know. Not my particular jam, but fascinating. What do you have in silver? And Tag's gonna start looking at like what's on display and stuff like that.
Oh, silver. Silver's easy. We've got, let's see, and she points to silver ring after silver ring after silver ring after silver ring. There's hundreds in here. Let's see. Oh, this one. That one's got a very nice carving. Let me see if it fit. Oh, no, it doesn't. Hang on. Maybe this one instead. I could put that same carving on this one, I think. That might fit better.
Ooh. Interesting. Tags into this. Oh, that's right. You don't do currency here. Damn. What do I have? What do I have? Do you have anything that needs doing? I could maybe compose you a song or something like that. I do some artistic things.
A song, you say? She perks up immediately.
Yes, I dabble in the performance arts, but yeah, I could do something like that.
Oh, well, then that would be perfect.
Tig is good at this. I, Atwas, am dying and I'm not.
You know what? I will not have you roleplay this out, then. Instead,
thank you.
Roll performance to see how quality the composed song for the Ringmaker is.
Okay. 18.
It's pretty good quality. She is in rapt attention the whole time. You compose a brief little sonnet about the work of the Ringmaker and her wide variety of work. She gives a smile. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now then, she pulls out a little etching pen. A little bit of this, a little bit of that one. Carve out some of this so it fits, and there you go. She hands over a silver ring.
Yes. Thank you very, very much.
You're quite welcome. Was there anything
I'm
else
good.
anyone needed?
I think for the time being, we are fine.
All right. Well, in that case, have a wonderful stay while you're here in Philanora. And you head out to go catch up with Nyx, who is doing some more exploring, but we will get to that exploring after break, because I need hydration. We will see you all in a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello and welcome back to Legend of the Wildlands. When last we left off, we were doing some more exploring of Philanora.
Woo!
Nyx has returned from getting a lot of hugs.
They look very happy. This is literally, to you guys, the happiest they've been in weeks.
Zidane and his new stud, just like,
Nick's hat. Nick's big hat.
Wait, are they dressed in the new one?
yeah, they went off to go dress and came. So they missed the ring store, but they came back with everyone else.
Whoa, Zidane! Oh, you look great!
Big boy traveler. Big boy travel clothes. Big boy travel clothes.
Oh, you little... They will move to hug you.
Big hug.
Big hug! I feel like Swift wants nothing to do with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you hear Swift in the background say, "Gay!"
They're a child.
Yeah, and?
What the fuck?
Swift's always been a little out of pocket.
You're the one assuming I meant anything sexual.
Swift. Swift, I don't even know what way I swing. Calm down.
You're
I think it's
right-handed.
time to give.
Right. Probably. I just love everyone. But yeah, you look great.
Thank you.
He gives us
So,
a big smile.
What did you guys find?
Couple stores.
Yeah. Ring shop does things on commission, as does the clothing store. So,
Oh, wow.
kind of different, not having to exchange coin. Not sure if I like it or not, honestly.
Yeah. They don't
Oh.
work with coins.
I know, isn't it amazing?
In a sense of the word, yes.
Oh,
Megan jokes that perhaps Nix could buy something for a hug here.
Oh my god.
I mean, if you want me to try, I'm more than happy to.
I mean, is there anything that Nix wants in particular?
Were those the only two stores, or was there other places?
This is a very small village. In terms of,
Yeah.
actual merchant places, those are the only two. The only other,
Okay.
buildings of note that aren't housing are church, gathering hall.
I see.
You want to see if the church will give you free Jeezits for a hug?
Jesus. I don't want to take food from the mouths of the hungry. But, you mentioned that ring place. I could try.
Worth a shot.
Good luck.
Thank you. Does anyone want to come with me?
Sure,
Megan
why
will
not?
go with Nix.
Oh, thank you guys.
Things
All right,
happily
I will
walk it through.
go to the ring place. I will drag the reluctant Swift with me.
All right, you head over to the smithy. The Automaladrin looks up as you enter. Oh, welcome. Welcome back, I should say. Well, saying that Megan and Nisip are back.
Oh, hello there. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Oh, I take it you're from the Autumn Court?
Oh, I wish. I am an Eladrin. We change our affiliation and body, basically, depending on our mood of the day.
Whoa. That sounds really interesting.
It's as natural to us as a fish is to swim.
So, how do you feel right now?
I feel, in most days, I feel like this. I feel pleasant. I feel unity in myself. And, well, that same unity helps me make rings, obviously, because what better symbol of unity?
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I like to feel like that a lot. Though sometimes recently there's been a bit of unrest. But it's alright. There are better days to come.
Yes, of course there are. Autumn's only a few months away.
Wow. So I heard this is a ring store?
Yes, it is. It's technically a smithy in case there's any metalwork needs around the village, like someone needs a new lock or doorknob or something like that. But I specialize in rings.
So, how do you take payment?
Oh, we take payment here in favors or bartering.
Favors or bartering? Is there a particular favor you would be after?
I'm doing alright. Depends on what ring you're after, really.
Well, I did have one idea.
Yeah?
You see, I like to stargaze sometimes. I was wondering if you could make, like, a ring shaped like a star?
With like a star pattern on one end of it, something like she pulls out an example of a wedding ring. Instead of the diamond, a star shape where the diamond would be, yes?
Yeah, sure.
I could do something like that. Do you have anything to barter with?
I've got a hug.
I'm going to need a little bit more than a hug.
2 hugs?
Let's put aside the hugs.
I'm trying to think. Let me look at my inventory. 2.5 hugs?
Megan pipes up and asks if she needs anything moved. Or / organized.
Everything's pretty in place. You wouldn't happen to have any spare smithing tools or materials, like any silver or anything like that?
Oh, I may have. They root around their bag. They pull out the lock that they bought. How about this?
She takes it out. I could probably melt this down into something. That'll do, I suppose.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes, of course. You're not using this for anything, are you?
No. I kind of just bought it on a whim.
All right. In that case, she pumps bellows a couple times near a furnace, grabs the lock, tosses it in, closes the door. Right, and for the ring, she pulls out another set of carving tools, welds on and solders on another piece of shiny-looking metal onto a silver ring. And let's see, carve this, and then here. And there you go.
Whoa. It's beautiful. Oh, thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Now, can I tip you with a hug?
She raises an eyebrow. Tip?
Yeah, like, just as an extra thank you.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like a thing.
It's what we do back home. Sometimes if we want to just give a little tip, we just give each other an extra hug.
But then what do you give in return for that?
Gratitude? Happiness?
It doesn't seem like a balanced exchange.
Well, I mean, I never really thought of it like that. It's more just a sign of friendship.
I still don't know. It's not clicking for me, I'm afraid.
Oh, we don't have to
Extra.
do the hug. It's okay.
Extra given makes bond better for future traits.
Ugh. I don't like owing people a future favor is the thing. That can go all sorts of ways that end up badly.
Oh, don't worry. You wouldn't owe me anything. I mean, I
yes,
understand
I
if you're
would.
not
You'd be
comfortable-
giving me something.
Okay, I think I'm starting to see the pattern here. I won't give you a hug, but I'll just thank you again. I really, really appreciate this.
Okay. In that case, you're welcome.
So this place is like a equivalent exchange kind of thing.
Yes. We make sure that everyone gives back whenever they get something. It's only fair.
You know what? I see the point, and thank you for telling me that.
You're quite welcome.
All right. Well, what was your name again? Sorry.
Oh, yes. You may call me Cruder Eye.
Kudrai. Kudrai. Well, it's lovely to meet you. Hope to meet you again one day. For more rings.
Oh, yes, anytime you're back in the area, Philonora, I'll be here.
Great. Now, when you say back in the area, does the area move around a lot?
Only within a 6-mile radius or so.
6-mile radius. Okay, noted. I will see you whenever I see you then.
All right. Take care.
Waves goodbye and leaves. It's like they're really happy until they get out the door, and then they just kind of like slump a bit dejected.
It was worth a shot.
I guess. Hey, this ring's pretty though.
Yes, it is.
It can match my earring. Not that I wear the earring at all. I should probably get the ear pierced.
Megan
Might help.
Megan reaches for her sword.
No!
Pierced! Not cut!
Puts at the pointy end of her sword, and then starts mechanically chuckling and putting it back in the sheath.
Thank you, Megan. Alright, we'll go back to the others, I guess.
Alright. Anything else you want to do while in town? The usual options are, of course, available since this is town.
Can we...
You got swallowed by the void.
I said, can we listen for rumors?
You can, yes.
I would like to do that.
All right. That is investigation, please.
Investigation, thank you. Yes, thank you. I know what investigation is, Foundry.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. And I'm just gonna... Yeah. You you hear some talk between the lavender-furred creatures as they go wrangling sheep. I tell you, this is the easy part of being a shepherd. Them druids, though, they call themselves shepherds, but they're real spooky. Oh, yeah. The ones that don't contact civilization every once in a while, they're the spookiest. The ones down south, on the border with Karskewald, I hear they're Titan worshippers. Oh, that sounds real bad, it does.
Titan worshippers.
That's what you hear.
Oh boy. Right. I will keep a mental note of that.
Oh god, Titans.
Sorry, go ahead.
Zidane might hop over to check out the World Mother Sanctuary.
All right.
Curiosity.
You head over to the Church of Worldwood Way, opening the door. There are plants all over the place. Several samples of the bioluminescent plants that you've been seeing throughout the Feywild, up in the windows, hanging from the ceiling, dangling from rafters, etc. And grass all over the ground with a bunch of wildflowers all around. Tending to the place, there is a young satyr woman with shaggy blonde hair who is watering some of the flowers. She's wearing priestly robes, looks up as you enter. Ah, welcome, child. This is the Church of the World Mother. As you can see, her blessing shines upon this place. Feel free to take a look around. Please don't take anything out. It ruins the atmosphere.
He just gives a nod. Kind of starts walking down, sort of taking a look.
My name is Sister Freehoof, if you need anything.
Oh, Zidane. I am Zidane.
Ah, pleasure to meet you, Zidane.
Oh. So, World Mother, right?
Hi. One of the 8 gods of Sidaria. World Mother, as you might guess, she is the one that, she made the world.
What she like?
She's kind, generous if you're kind right back to her. Doesn't talk directly, of course, but, she shows her will through, the miracles that live all around us.
Oh. So...
He kind of thinks that he kind of thinks just,
So... Druid god?
You could say that. Druids, they're more nature as a whole. Gods are a priest, or a holy warrior thing, more like. Though, of course, anyone can, find solace in the gods if they want.
he's very obviously kind of hesitant. Not necessarily the case of this is all BS, but more of a case of what would be the right thing to do. Obviously, boy is new. Boy is new to this.
Boy is new. You noticed a complete lack of furniture around this church. Just flora, basically.
Is there any sort of altar or statue or something kind of near the middle of it all?
Some painted frescoes.
He's gonna kind of sit in the middle. Kind of thinks for a moment, sort of puts his hands together, kind of just mutters something under his breath in a language that is not common.
Right.
Probably kind of cycling through different languages.
Sister Freehoof recognizes at least Elvin and Sylvan.
All right, so when he does reach to Elvin. It's rather short, but he basically just says,
Please, whoever you are, help me find answers. Please. Need answers.
before he goes on to the next language.
All right. Sister Freehoof just lets you keep praying. She's a priest. She's not going to pry. And then when you're done praying, she nods. Did that help you?
I don't know.
You know what? That's normal. A lot of people don't get everything they're looking for whenever they come in here. Not right away, of course. But, you know, the mother provides. If she heard you, she'll send a sign. The fact that you came in and did something, that's what matters most, honestly.
Animals don't have gods. Druids don't have gods.
That's debatable.
Well, druids, I know, at least not talked about gods.
I guess it would depend on the druid.
He just shrugs.
He kind of thinks for a bit. Do rangers, hunters have gods?
Everyone who wants to put God into their heart has gods.
Kind of puts his hands together, just,
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
You're quite welcome. Enjoy your stay.
as he kind of turns and walks out.
All right. You head out of Worldwood Way, the second of two churches here in Philonora.
As he's walking out, he's kind of just wiping his eyes a little bit. Kind of sniffling.
You okay, kid?
Are gods real?
As far as I know, they are. All depends how much stock you put in them.
I mean, clerics exist, so...
They get power from somewhere.
Signs point to yes.
He looks at the other church just. He shakes his head just.
No.
All right then. I'd like to ask around, see if anybody can maybe point us in the correct direction.
All right.
For our
Oh shit, yeah, we're looking for something.
Yeah.
We sure are.
You sure are.
I didn't want to mention it without the rest of you guys around.
Oh, you're looking for the big time, fellas, says one satyr as you continue asking around about the Jack of Brambles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, last I heard, now he is holding court, about 3 days west of here.
Do you know what
3
this
days
court is
west.
like?
Oh, full of parties. I'd love to go one day, but, never invited.
So, listen or party?
Aye, party that would make Revel himself jealous.
Wait, do we have to be invited?
You might want to be invited. You don't want to be rude.
But what's a good
True.
party without some party crashers?
Oh boy.
Well, thank you. This will be very interesting indeed.
You're welcome. Have fun crashing the party.
Shall do.
Alright. Anything else, or are you just heading out?
Yeah, we can just go.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I find my satyr friend and give him one last hug.
One more rotating bear hug occurs.
Yay.
As I remember, I forgot to mark Villanora. One, that's easy to fix. But in the meantime, dusk settles as you head out through the shimmering field around Villanora and back into the Fey Forest.
Right.
Honestly, it's nice
West.
to be back out. It was kind of making my scales itch in there.
A little bit.
That was bliss. Oh my god, if that felt good, who knows what this party's gonna be like?
Gonna
Oh,
be
God.
something.
Have you ever been to a rager, Nix?
What's a rager?
Think like a party, but like times 50.
Oh. I'd like to experience that.
Oh, we're gonna have fun. Hopefully.
I feel like Swift would perk up at
Yeah.
Rager.
Oh, we're going to a Jack of Brambles party? Fuck yeah, we're going to a Jack of Brambles party! Remember, I get first dibs on the horse.
On
the horse?
The what? The horse?
The horse!
A
Oh.
horse!
Apologies, misheard.
Wow,
Why would you
didn't
think
realize
I would
you-
say anything else at this point?
I didn't know you swung for horses, Swift.
There's a lot you don't know about me.
No, I keep
Yeah,
trying to
thanks,
find out,
I-
and you're being very elusive.
The
Nix,
mysteries,
I don't think you want to know.
the inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Just take your acid.
Fuck yeah!
I love the idea of them just shoving their face in the ball stuff.
Alright. Watch time.
All right, as usual. That's persuasion. I want to click perception. Golly, I'm not seeing very much today, am I?
You're not seeing a whole lot. Luckily, you're not seeing any teeth squirrels, but you're also not seeing a whole lot of much.
Yeah, pretty uneventful watch for me. Well, Zidane, unless anybody else wants to go.
Let's go. All right.
15. Also, no horse squirrels. Horse squirrels or teeth squirrels.
Horse squirrel.
Say, that's a new monster.
Zidane is no longer in fear of the tea squirrels.
The chance of encountering a teeth squirrel is never zero.
Never zero.
It's a little less enough that his chances not nearly as rough as the one before.
Oh god, the poor kid must have been rocking on his knees the entire trance.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
Okay.
He's
Zip. Try again.
Yes.
Try that again.
Uh-oh, that's weird.
Oopsie.
There we go. That's more like it.
There we go. The world briefly breaks, but goes back to normal. As you
That's
take
the load-bearing squirrel.
as you take a look around, shoo away a load-bearing teeth squirrel riding a horse squirrel, and that is the most eventful thing that happens during your watch.
All right. Well, an eventful night.
Uneventful.
Better than
night?
getting eaten by a T-Rex.
You know, there's nothing wrong with a boring night. That's for certain.
Yep.
All right. You continue your march along the coast of northern Sedaria, heading westward towards where you believe the court of the Jack of Brambles is. It's a pretty uneventful march. You see some more chattering teeth squirrels leaping to and fro in the branches above. A giant owl swoops down, snatches two of them, and flies away back into the canopy. The circle of life.
Nature.
It's the circle of life.
They didn't really call the teeth squirrels natural, but yeah, anyways.
They might be natural in the Feywild, you don't know.
Perhaps.
Don't judge, they're just a happy little bunch.
All
With
right.
human teeth.
All the better to eat
Yeah.
pizza with.
Cowabunga,
So
dude.
So true.
All right. And once more, dusk settles down, and you stop to make camp.
All right, let's once more going into sentry mode here. Now I'm seeing some things.
Now you're seeing stuff.
Yay!
Let me do a double check. Do. I'm gonna do another check real quick. Alright. That's a D12, I need a D20. You don't see anything during your watch.
Okay. All right, big boy clothes, your turn.
Big boy clothes, let's go.
Big boy clothes. Oh, come on.
Thank goodness for your natural perception.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Your natural perception is good, but you see nothing of any particular danger or interest during your watch. Slow night.
If it's slow night, it's gonna be a study night.
Oh,
Ouch.
Is it though? Is it though?
You forgot the word teeth and then remembered it again after thinking about your squirrel. Thinking about the squirrels once more.
Rough trance, here we go.
Rough
Take
trance, here we
over
go.
me.
All right. And third watch.
try this again. Nope, still didn't work. As I said last time while I was muted, trying to set up a macro.
Okay.
That fancy JavaScript.
All right.
All right.
You see a couple owls flitting out and about during hunting time in the wee hours of the morning. They don't seem interested in you. And so they keep on flying, you keep on watching, and dawn arrives.
Neat.
Right. An eventful night again.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. What? I'm just rolling for random encounters. Don't mind me.
It's fine.
Teeth squirrels, teeth squirrels, teeth squirrels, teeth
Teeth
squirrels,
squirrels, teeth squirrels, teeth squirrels. All right.
Oh god, could you imagine? Yes!
On sight.
Do not.
Doesn't tell me! Doesn't tell me!
No!
Tell me!
Juno!
All right. You keep on marching. You ford across a river as you go towards the western edge of the Fey Woods. And it's a relatively slow-moving river, so you don't have all that much trouble getting across. And once you're a good distance from the river's coast, you get some distance more westward as dusk settles.
Okay. Well, let's do the old song and dance again. Wow! I see nothing.
Oh,
Fuck yes.
this
Yeah.
is just sad now.
Okay,
This is
Many.
really sad.
you see absolutely nothing during your watch, and you just keep seeing nothing and nothing until you hear behind you, Summoner, what you looking for, big one?
I hand in my resignation.
Megan lets out a long mechanical sigh and goes to wake the others. As this goes to wake the others.
Summoner, wake everybody, we're gonna have a party, we're gonna have some cascarones, we're gonna tell each other secrets and spin the bottle.
Megan goes to
Oh.
wake Nizip specifically for.
I just hit party and like, oh boy, a party! What?
Summoner, everybody wake up, it's time to party, we're having a sleepover.
Oh boy. Oh no, another one.
Let me at him. Where is he?
Megan points with her thumb.
Summoner, hey there, sailor.
Megan tells the day not to encourage him.
Alright. Go ahead and roll charisma for me, please. Because it's got the damage the Nilbog trait.
Yep. Ability check or saving throw?
Saving throw. That passes, so I'm just gonna do Dex save real quick for the Summon Hummin' Nilbog.
The entire northern tip of Sedaria got in lightning.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
This have got so angry with this.
And that's technically half the Nilbog's hit points, so...
Nice.
Alright. So, you let loose a bolt of lightning across the entire northern half of Sedaria, and the Nilbog is electrocuted and falls over with system shock.
Megan asked if she should throw it.
Sure.
Yes!
I would like to throw the incapacitated Nilbog.
You hurtle the Nilbog. It goes soaring away from camp. Congratulations.
Also-
Dust-
So, moments after you do that, Nizip seems to, without intending to, lets off a second breath weapon, seemingly unable to control it.
Oh.
This time a roaring
Nizip, it's
sound
okay,
wave.
he's gone.
Yeah, erupts from Nizip.
I'm up, just flailing from inside
Oh.
the tent.
I am so sorry. Apparently I can't do one without the other. It was just the Nilbog. He's gone now.
Okay, thank you.
Thought we killed him.
I don't think it's a unique person.
It's contagious, remember?
Oh. I'm going back to
Megan tells
bed.
Megan tells everybody to go back to sleep and Taps Zidane on the shoulder and then returns to idle mode.
He gives a very, very drowsy thumbs up. Just
All right. Having been awoken by both Nilbog and Roar of Thunder,
I am very, I am very aware to this.
you are now very aware of anything coming nearby, on high alert for anything that sounds like summona or hummina. Luckily, you don't hear anything of the sort.
Just Bo has been like ready, listening in. There's nothing. Puts arrow away. Goes to wake up Nizib. Just
Okay.
See you again. Use
Yep.
again.
and just he doesn't do like normal trance. He just collapses and goes into a trance.
A
The
flop.
Definitely
Family
12,
Guy
yeah.
transposed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hey!
Oh, nice! Okay.
Hey!
So, along with noticing what appear to be drag marks in the ground, almost serpentine, with some thorn-like indentations in them, heading westward in the direction of what you think is the Jack of Bramble's court, you also hear eastward, closer to the river where you just forded over, the sound of mechanical hissing, clicking, and whirring. Sounds that sound a lot like what happens when Megan moves, except you can see Megan, and she is in sleep mode.
Oh.
I'm gonna
What?
link over and see if I can't get a closer look stealthily.
Alright, stealth check, please. Cool.
So close.
Alright. There is what appears to be like a makeshift fort across a bridge over the river, and you can see humanoid figures look like hobgoblins based on the shape and the fact that they're clearly wearing armor, on patrol in some watchtowers looking out. And echoing from inside of the fort is that clicking and whirring mechanical noise.
Oh.
There's no way I'm getting closer by myself to find out, but that's very interesting. I will head back to camp and inform everyone of that in the morning.
Alright. Speaking of, it's morning.
Wow, Nizip, you look like you want to inform us about something.
How could you tell?
Fancy that.
No, you have that brooding face you do when you're in deep thought.
Fair. Little ways back on the other side of the river, there is a fort full of hobgoblins, and the sound that I've only ever heard before when Megan is moving.
Megan turns her head and makes the sound. And makes
Yeah.
the sound of mechanical whirring.
Yeah, that sound.
Oh.
Couldn't get a very close look because they had patrols going, and I have no idea if we want to tango with it right now, but thought everyone, especially Megan, would like to know.
So they have some sort of, what's the word? Construction there?
Something similar, at least.
Megan is intrigued by the thoughts of like another machine making noises like her.
Yeah.
She's had trouble remembering things with the memory banks, but like something that's making noises like her.
I haven't come across many of those.
Yeah. Megan would like to investigate the fort.
Everyone else chill with that?
If you'd like to, Megan, of course.
I mean, what would our game plan be? Because if it's patrols of hobgoblins, then
And
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know
sure
if-
we're, wanted by the armies of the king, says Elena.
exactly.
True. I mean that was never confirmed, but you're probably right.
Well, this
Well,
isn't the way that I would want to confirm it. So I think, yeah, assuming so.
Unless we keep like a really wide berth, but
But at that point, we wouldn't see what it was, is the problem.
Yep.
I mean, I'm happy for you to do it, Megan, but if everyone else thinks it's too much of a risk, I'll go with majority.
So I do have a little spell. I could make myself look like a hobgoblin.
Ooh.
Oh. And you can
And I
take a
could
look inside.
maybe? It's possible that it could go terribly wrong and I would need an extraction, but it is an option.
Let's scope out the area first, see how much of a risk factor there is, and then make the decision.
I like the
Okay.
sound of that.
All right.
I've been forgetting to click the long rest button. I haven't been using my abilities this session, so I don't know if it matters.
Yeah, I just had to
Nah.
refresh mine.
If you haven't been using abilities, then it doesn't really matter.
Also,
Yeah.
it doesn't ask for food or water anymore.
I might not have reset, or that module might not have set again. Whatever.
I mean, I just assume we were eating good berry every night.
That's a pretty safe assumption.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barry's fine and all.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
crab.
would you like Nyx to kind of stand and like get
Oh,
ready to
gods.
grab you essentially?
Uh-oh.
Ooh, this map's yeah.
Well, if they're gonna be going in, like, alone, it would be more of like a, covering fire while I sprint back to you sort of situation.
I get of course.
Alright. So,
Just to Zidane.
the fort appears to be, like I said, on a bridge over the river. There are two towers, one to the southwest corner of the fort, and a southeastern tower, with the main portion of the fort being northward. It appears to be multiple stories tall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna right away cast Disguise Self and make myself look like a hobgoblin.
Alrighty. So, I cannot change your token, and I think all these icons that would do something would either blind you or petrify you. So, for now,
We'll use our imagination.
use your imagination. You're definitely a hobgoblin.
Perfect. Excellent. In which case, might as well just big dick it and take the lead.
Hey, Swift, can you cast invisibility on anyone but yourself?
Just me.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk ahead, see if I can see anything, hear anything, if the way's clear or not.
Alright. You hear more of that clicking, whirring noise coming from the second floor in the fort to the north. That's the loudest thing you can hear. Otherwise, it looks like any hobgoblins are currently inside.
Okay. Move up. I'm just gonna open this door.
Alright.
Need to find some stairs.
Uh-oh.
You open the door, and a hobgoblin with many braids in her hair, and what looks like a captain insignia painted on one of her shoulder podrons, is at a desk filing some paperwork. Looks up immediately as you open the door. Name and rank, soldier.
Fuck me, I should have thought of this.
Oh shit.
Gonna go with rank private. Fuck, Tag speaks goblin. Oh god. Peanut gallery. Can you guys think of anything? Roll fast.
Grimbolt.
Grimbolt. Yes. Private Grimbolt. Sir.
There you go.
Deception check, please. That's
I
ma'am.
would love to.
That's ma'am to you, Private.
Ma'am. 16.
16.
Phew.
Alright, and... Cool. Any news from out west, Private?
Seems quiet.
Figures. Fae talk a big game and party a big party, but they wouldn't do anything to us. Thank you, Private. You are dismissed.
Yes, ma'am. Closes door.
Maybe try the other door.
Pick probably the single worst door in the fort.
Maybe try the other one.
Yeah.
Maybe check. Maybe.
You open up basically a storage room. There's like cleaning equipment, a couple of quarterstaffs in here.
Alright. Close that. Gotta find a way to get to the second floor. I think there are stairs down south.
Yeah, it looks like there might be stairs right there.
Yeah, but it's the sound is coming from the northern fort.
There are indeed stairs leading up into the southwest tower, and looks like a southern dock that leads further down to the river.
Okay. We'll look by the dock first. Oh! I was moved!
You were moved? Huh, weird.
No, it just... Yeah, okay. No, I'm
Yeah,
good. It just,
this-
auto-moved.
Yeah, this is a 2-floor map, so, it's being weird with this particular
Gotcha.
2-floor thing.
That's fine. Yeah, fuck it. We're looking for stairs. I'll go up.
Alright. Whereas that stair was supposed to move you upward, but didn't! Beep beep, stand by, I'm gonna move you myself then.
Sir, yes, sir.
You head upwards, and immediately you notice that this tower is occupied by a pair of giant spiders.
I want
Look
to go
up.
back down the stairs.
Look down. Just wordlessly, just spins on heel. Tries to head down.
You go right back down.
I'm good.
He's like, no,
No!
no.
Absolutely not. Oh god.
Oh god, maybe not. No, third time's the
looks
charm.
like over
Fourth time's
here
the
might
charm.
be other stairs.
Over where?
Where Gino just pinged.
You head on over. Also, I'll say Nizip gets this. You get a message shot to you from Tig, which just says, "Giant spiders, Southwest Tower."
Noted. And that reminds me, I should have set up communications before you went in.
That's fine. We're within range. Since message is just person within range, you can point towards their direction. You don't have to see them.
I just forget that I have that utility I can communicate with people for a mile away, but I forget to do it.
True. Check this tower.
Once again, the teleporters aren't working properly, so
Woo!
Beep, beep. Stand by.
Yes, sir. Just waiting for the elevator.
Yeah. The elevator lifts up. Looks like the hobgoblins are on watch in this tower. They look over at you as you enter. One of them snorts, the rest go back to watch.
Anything new?
Negative.
Go figure.
Captain's continuing her experiments. We're not privy to them.
Well, officers do as officers do.
They grunt and nod.
Okay. Head down. I guess I'm making it look as though if I'm on patrol at this point.
Yep. Beep, beep. Stand by. Waiting for the elevator down.
Wee. Wee.
Wee.
I can't see the map. It's completely black for me.
Oh no.
Left click and drag a box. Anywhere
Yeah.
on the map.
Drag a box over tag.
A box?
So just
Yep.
left click and drag. Not on your character.
Nope.
On tag.
I can't even see the character. I can just see the health bars.
Oh.
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 Well,
Yeah.
your thing is just broken.
Then your thing is
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah, it's been broken all night.
I think the only way up is probably through the captain's room. Is my guess. Because I don't see any other stairs, and there was a doorway.
There's a
That
second
side.
door in the office.
West. Yeah, exactly. So I think that would be our best bet. Tag will come back and report that just 2 giant spiders, about 5 hobgoblins in the tower, and a captain on the ground floor. That seems to be the way towards whatever mechanical noises we've been hearing, so...
Think we can take them?
Maybe. If we can... Well, I mean, we could always ask, and if it is indeed another mechanical person, then, well... If Megan was there, perhaps just asking would work? I don't know. What do you think?
Hobgoblins in a watchtower sounds like they have a tactical advantage and longbows to shoot at us. So if things go bad, we're gonna get pumped full of arrows, says Elena, taking a swig.
Megan asks if Tig found out what they were doing with whatever's making those noises.
No, it was out of sight. One of the hobgoblins did mention the captain was doing experiments of some kind. So maybe that has something to do with it. I did not see anything personally, no.
Megan's eye lights dim a little bit as if she is unsettled.
Yeah. Well, I can always try and get you in as part of said experiment. If you're willing to do that.
Or we could also bum rush them and try and take out their captain if it's just right there in that first room.
Are we sure?
I don't think we should do that.
No.
Always just
Megan-
voicing the options.
Megan turns to Tig and then sort of nods and then just kind of like looks at herself, wonders what like kind of wonders if she should take off any identifying characteristics or she could hide any identifying characteristics because she's got a bit of a paint job and
I guess what this comes down to Do we feel more confident at a party with some kind of high uppity up fae, or taking on the king's military?
You know, when you put it like that.
Yeah. Like, Megan wants answers, but Megan also does not want to jeopardize the entire party.
Yeah. Look at it this way. I have a feeling they'll still be here if we ever want to come back to it.
Hmm.
Quite likely.
True. It did seem they were looking out west towards the Fae, so there might be some conflict going on there. Maybe we can find out more about the outpost elsewhere.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good point as well. All right, well, we'll save that. We'll put a pin on this. We'll put a pin on the mysterious mechanical noises, and head out west to crash a party.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
You make note of the location. Carolina makes super special note because she got the map and head back west, eventually coming to a clear glade that leads to what looks to be a runic circle. What you find in that runic circle is going to be found out next time on Legends of the Wildlands. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week. Hopefully by then, more of the D&D will work on Foundry. It's new. It's sometimes temperamental. Tech happens. We'll see you then.
Technology.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.